All right, guys. So yesterday I saw some very disturbing footage, and I'm pretty sure you guys seen it as well, of Larry Elder being attacked in California as he's trying to campaign for governor to take down Gavin Newsom. Now, I'm going to show you guys the footage, but I will let you know I'm going to edit out some parts where, you know, it gets violent just to keep it YouTube friendly. And then I'm going to give you guys my opinion on it. Take a look.
Don't touch her, sorry piece of out of here. Hey, Michael, stop. I don't understand that. Here's a man that don't even like his own people and running for governor. For what? He has 1 year to do if he even wins. He can't do. He wouldn't be able to get nothing done. So why is he running? Democrats control everything. He couldn't get nothing done.
You guys, you just don't understand how much that pisses me off, right? First and foremost, let's address the white woman in a gorilla mask throwing an egg at a black man just because he's running for governor. She's in a gorilla mask, okay? A gorilla mask, throwing eggs, physically assaulting a politician because he's running for governor. And I'm assuming this person claims to be a liberal. They claim to be a far leftist. These are the same people that claim, oh, they're fighting against racism. They're trying to protect black people, that Black Lives Matter. But it becomes apparent to me, guys, that if you're black and you're conservative, if you're black and you're Republican, or you're black and you don't till the Democrat plantation, your life does not matter. It is okay to attack you. It is okay to call you racial slurs. It is open season. That's what it is. Because you're never going to hear anything about this from the liberal media. You're never going to hear, was this racism? Is it right to attack a black politician simply because you don't agree with their beliefs? I mean, hell, it's not right to attack a politician generally, right? To physically assault people, whether it's a politician or not, really. But this man is out here running for governor, trying to better this state, this rundown, mismanaged state that's run by left-wing lunatics that has resulted in one of the highest homeless populations in the country. You go to a city like LA. I've been to LA. You go into LA, as soon as you get off the plane, you're like, it's dirty, right? It's dirty around here. Trash everywhere in the streets. Homeless people everywhere. And y'all out here paying the highest tax rates in the country. For what? What do you got to show for it? What do you got to show for it? A dirty state that's burning up? You got a water shortage. Real estate prices are high. Gas prices are high. Energy prices are high. Everything is high. Everything is high in California, including the people. The state has almost become unlivable for the lower and middle class. Unlivable. With a massive homeless population rate. Poverty everywhere. What do you have to show for all the taxes that you're paying to the government? But at the same time, these are the same people. Income inequality. You go to California, again, you got people riding around in nice exotic cars, living in multi-million-dollar mansions. But again, right down the street, you got a homeless person begging for food, wasted on the sidewalk, strung out on drugs. What do you have to show for it? The only people that seem to be benefiting from living in California are the rich. But y'all people claim to be against that. Now you have somebody like Larry Elder that comes in and say, you know what? I'm going to lower your taxes. I'm going to fix the homeless problem. I'm going to get rid of regulations. I'm going to open up our economy. I'm going to give people opportunity. I'm going to help the lower and middle class. He is trying to better that state because your current governor has locked down the people, has pissed so many people off that this is even a thing in the first place. But yeah, you're attacking him just because he wants to bring some different ideas to the table. Again, this is a white liberal. This is how mad they get when a black person does not think like them. So it seems to me like history is repeating itself all over again, because they were this mad when it came to slaves, right? When it came to slavery, they was mad. Democrats were mad when slaves were released. Democrats were mad during Reconstruction. Democrats were mad during the Civil Rights Movement. Now they're mad again that a black man is running for governor of California? Seems to me like every time black people try to get ahead, the people that are most mad about it are white Democrats. They're the most upset. But they swear up and down, the party switch. The party switch. You don't understand. Well, I can't tell by your actions. I can't tell if the party switch. Looks the same to me. Looks like Democrats up to their same old dirty tricks. They did the exact same thing to Tim Scott, guys. Tim Scott comes out there, gives a response to Joe Biden's State of the Union speech, and says, hey, you know what? I don't think America's a racist country. Oh my God. A black man said that the country ain't racist. He's a sellout. He's an Uncle Tom. We have to attack him. He's an Oreo. Again, racist attacks against black conservatives is fine. It's fine, right? It's cool. The left is cool with that. But these same people are the same people who go out there talking about Black Lives Matter. Again, I can't tell. If you're black and conservative, it seems like your life don't matter. Doesn't matter what anybody says to you or does to you. If you're black and conservative, doesn't matter if the person is white or black or whoever, Hispanic, doesn't matter what color they are. If they're a liberal and they're attacking a black conservative, it's cool, right? Racism goes out the window. That race stuff don't matter anymore because he don't think like us. So maybe Tim Scott was wrong. Maybe America is a racist country because from what I'm saying, all the racism in this country is purely coming from the left. And ain't it funny, guys? Because every single time these woke revolutionaries come out here and talk about systemic racism, right? They always cite policies that come from Democrats. Redlining, right? Housing discrimination. Those are all Democrat policies. That came from y'all Lord and Savior FDR, the New Deal, right? That progressives are going out here and saying, we need another one of those. They want to talk about criminal justice reform, right? How the incarceration system is against black folks. Who did that? Your Lord and Savior Joe Biden did that. He was the mastermind behind all that. And the worst part about this, guys, is not even this white woman in a gorilla mask throwing an egg at Larry Elder. That's not the worst part. The worst part is that you got a black man following up at the end talking about how Larry Elder, I don't know why he's even running for the first place. He don't even like his own people. He don't even like his own people. He ain't gonna be able to do nothing. He ain't gonna be able to do nothing. Only Democrats should be running this place. Only Democrats should be running stuff. We only can vote Democrat. Like a brainwashed fool. That's what a brainwashed fool sounds like, guys. What that guy was talking about. He's brainwashed. He literally just told you, we only can vote Democrat, and that's it. If you don't vote Democrat, then it's okay. It's open season. And what do you have to show for voting Democrat? What do you got to show for it? You've been voting Democrat since the civil rights era and y'all still bitching. You're still complaining. You still talking about how bad it is to be black in America and you've been voting Democrat for 50, 60 years. What do you have to show for it? Now a man comes and says, hey guys, maybe we should think different. Maybe we should loosen up some regulations. Maybe we should lower some taxes. Maybe we should bring businesses back here. Right? Maybe we should clean up our streets. Maybe we should get homeless people off the streets. I mean, dude, I think Larry Elder's in favor of even legalizing marijuana. So, I mean, hey, he's kind of against the war on drugs. Ain't that what y'all say y'all want? Right? Somebody that's not going to be locking people up for petty drug crimes. Seems like Larry Elder might be that guy that's for that, right? Unlike Kamala Harris, the VP that you guys voted in. Well, California didn't like her either. So, I mean, hey, it is what it is. But I'm just saying, she had no problem locking up black people for petty crimes. Larry Elder, on the other hand, he seems to be a little bit against that. But don't get it twisted. He's still a law and order type of guy, right? Still a law and order type of guy. Which, again, is something, hey, you should be for. I would be for it if my neighborhood was filled with gangs and criminals. Who knows? This dude might be in a gang. He's wearing a blue bandana over his face. In California, right? So he might be a gangbanger. Who knows? That's why he's probably so afraid of Larry Elder. He might get locked up. But I guarantee you guys, that man has not even thought through any of this stuff. He doesn't care because, again, Larry Elder's not tilling the Democrat plantation. Therefore, he's not even going to consider what Larry Elder might do for the state, right? Even though, again, Democrats have nothing to show for being in a leadership position all these years. The state is still run down, right? It's still mismanaged. There's a reason why a recall is happening right now. For that very reason. Because Democrats suck at running that state. But, guys, can you imagine Again, if it was reversed, right, in terms of parties, if it was a white conservative throwing egg at a black liberal politician, the mainstream media would go out of control. They would say, this is evidence, right? This is smoking gun evidence that America is racist, that the Republican Party is racist, that conservatives are racist, and that they hate black people. That's what they would be doing. This would be number one news. You would never stop hearing people like Don Lemon and Joy Reid talk about this. They would talk about it all day. They'd be talking about it all week. How bad it is to be black in America, right? That's what they'd be saying. But when it's done to a black conservative, crickets. I guarantee you, Joy Reid won't talk about it. Don Lemon won't talk about it. And if they do talk about it, they're going to say he deserved it. That's what they're going to say. They're going to say he deserves it because he doesn't agree with the Democrats. That's what they're going to say. Because they're shields. They're pawns. They're pawns of the Democrat establishment. They're not pro-black. They don't care about black people. They care about Democrats. They're pro-Democrat. Like I try to tell you guys, these so-called pro-black people out here, a lot of these people are pro-Democrat. They're pro-progressives. And that's not necessarily good for black people. It's not necessarily even good for America. It's not. Look at what Biden has done. Look at what happened to the country under him and Kamala. These liberals, these progressives went out here and claimed we have to get Orange Man out of office. He's so bad. Even though black unemployment was the lowest it's ever been under Trump, right? Black unemployment. Black folks had jobs. Biden gets in office, lo and behold, yeah, unemployment rate is falling a little bit, but black unemployment is right back up. Black unemployment is right back up. But, oh, Trump's a racist. Oh, Trump's so bad for black people. I can't tell. The numbers aren't really adding up here. Numbers ain't really adding up. Maybe something that Joe Biden's doing is not necessarily good for black people. He hasn't even got y'all police reform, right? Hasn't got y'all that. Hasn't done criminal justice reform. Trump did that. Republicans tried to do police reform under Tim Scott. All the things that you guys beg for, it seems that people on the right and the Republicans have actually listened and said, hey, we might try to do this. We might not go as far as y'all want us to go, but we'll try. We'll listen. Democrats pretend to listen. They'll talk big game, and then once they get in office, they throw you to the side. They throw you in the garbage bin. You're no longer useful anymore. That's why you don't see Black Lives Matter anymore, guys. What happened to Black Lives Matter? They've been tossed aside by Democrats. They're not needed anymore. Police brutality went away. I remember last year, almost every single day, there was a new video of a cop shooting somebody. Has cops stopped shooting people? No. What's happened is that the Democrat establishment has stopped putting it out there. Social media has stopped putting those things out there, right? They've stopped making those things trend. You know why? They don't want to look like police brutality is an issue under Joe Biden. Because remember, last year they said, well, police brutality is only an issue because of Orange Man in office, right? Trump's the reason why police officers out here shooting black people, right? That's what they tried to say. So you can't have that happen under Biden. You can't have it happen. Then they will have to actually do something. That's the last thing the Democrats want to do, is to do anything that black people want, right? But again, you have Republicans that were willing to come to the table. Again, it might not have been everything you wanted, but it was something. Trump and the Republicans, they was willing to talk to Ice Cube, right? Willing to negotiate with Ice Cube. Willing to listen. They might not have did everything that Ice Cube wanted. They was like, hey, we'll talk. We'll listen. Democrats, on the other hand, said, we don't really want to talk to you. What you say don't really matter to us. We don't really care about black people like that. We're just trying to win an election. We're just trying to win an election. But y'all trying to convince people you still need to vote Democrat, that your only option is Democrat, bro. You a fool. If you don't see what's going on by now, I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you. Time and time again, the Democrats do the same exact thing. They're showing you they don't care about black people in general, and they damn sure don't care about black people that don't think like them. So, like I said, man, again, this just is a damn shame. It pisses me off. But this just makes me root for my guy, Larry Elder. I hope that he wins. I'm hoping and praying that he wins so that the leftists can get outraged and triggered. Or who knows? You know what? If he loses, maybe the state deserves it. Maybe the state deserves to continue to be mismanaged and run down by Democrats. It seems like that's what they deserve. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a black conservative perspective. Peace.